Hey friends, it's Maura Neill in Atlanta, Georgia, and I wanted to take a quick minute to talk a little bit about the National Flood Insurance Program. As you know, I'm a realtor, so realtor friends of mine, you have received probably multiple notifications about the recent call to action from the National Association of Realtors about the National Flood Insurance Program and our need to reach out to our senators and our representatives in Congress to ask that they extend this program, which is expiring on July 31st, so less than 2 weeks from now. If you're not a realtor, you may not have heard a whole lot about this, but basically the National Flood Insurance Program is renewed on an annual basis and is constantly coming up for renewal, and there's a definite danger to us, not just to realtors for our livelihood, but to every property owner and small business owner in the nation if this program is allowed to go away. So a couple of quick facts. The National Flood Insurance Program provides $350,000 worth of flood insurance coverage where it's required for federally backed mortgages in over 22,000 communities nationwide. This is a big deal. If you live in a community where flood insurance is required for you to get a mortgage, then if this program goes away, then you might have trouble getting a mortgage. Or if you're a realtor, you are going to have a lot of difficulty making a living, working with buyers and sellers in those areas. Now, if you live in, for example, if you live in my market, if you live in the Atlanta area, or let's say you live in Nashville, and you say, oh gosh, well, I don't live near the ocean or a major body of water. What are the chances of me ever needing flood insurance? Well, let's look historically, just going back less than 10 years. In Atlanta in September 2009, if you lived here, you might remember those catastrophic floods that we had. Most of Buckhead was underwater, which if you're not familiar with our market, that's kind of what our uptown area we might consider that uptown. Buckhead was flooded. There were cars on golf courses that had been driven by the floodwaters from their driveways out onto golf courses, out into the middle of roads. At least $500 million in property damage was estimated from the September 2009 floods. Look ahead less than 1 year, May of 2010, 1,000-year floods hit Nashville due to catastrophic amounts of rainfall, downpours. 2.3 billion in property damage was estimated. And look just at the recent news, less than a year ago, look at the damage sustained in Houston from Hurricane Harvey Houston still hasn't fully recovered. So if you think you don't live close enough to a body of water for flood insurance to ever be a part of your life, think again. Catastrophic amounts of rainfall can cause flooding in areas where flooding is not usually expected. So what can we do? Well, if you are a realtor, then what you need to do is you need to respond to the recent call for action. The link is in the description of this video. Click on that link. It takes, goodness, less than 30 seconds for you to respond to NAR's call for action. You can also share this in your offices, share this in your brokerages, share it in your sales meetings, email your association and say, hey, I know you've sent out reminders about this, but will you send out another one? Because we need to make sure that we are spreading the word and getting as many realtors as possible. Sorry, I'm looking up one more thing. Get as many realtors as possible to respond to this call for action. But if you say, what if I'm not a realtor? I'm going to click on that link, and what if it doesn't let me respond to the realtor call for action? That's okay. There's something that you can do too. I posted 2 links in the video description where I have posted for you where you can look up who your senators are and who your representatives are in Congress. So click on that link. Click on the link and figure out who your senators are. Even if you know who they are, that link is really helpful because it's going to help you to reach out to them and email them or call them. A lot of senators will have an email me link so that you can click on that link, and right there on that page you can send them an email address and say, as one of your constituents, I demand that you extend the National Flood Insurance Program. This is crucial to our communities, to our home buyers, and to the housing industry. And then also do the same thing for your representative. Click those links. It's not going to take you very long. In fact, if you give me a minute once I'm done with this video, I will post some verbiage in the comments section of this video where you can click on those links, find your senator, find your representative, and then copy and paste an email text that I will write for you and put in the comments, and just copy and paste that into those email forms. So let's go over the facts really quickly again. The National Flood Insurance Program is crucial. It provides up to $350,000 of flood insurance coverage to over 22,000 communities where federally backed mortgages require this kind of coverage. Please don't think that if you live inland that you are immune to flooding. In fact, I have friends who live in Iowa where just a week or two ago they had horrible flooding, and the damage has yet to be estimated. But just looking back historically at Atlanta and Nashville, where we would have never expected to have the floods that we had, and the millions and millions and billions of dollars in estimated property damage. It's such a big deal. So please respond to the call for action. Share this video. Feel free. If you don't want to get on video and make one for your own brokerage or your own association, or just on your personal Facebook page to urge people to do this, feel free to share this video. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, click those videos, click those links to find out your senators and your representative. And if you are a realtor, our call to action usually average around a 20% response rate. We can do so much better than that, especially for something like this that is so crucial to not just our industry and our livelihood as realtors, but to every property owner and home buyer and home seller that we serve. So thank you so much. Share away, go respond to that call for action. And if you're not a realtor, consider this my personal call to action for you to contact your representatives and your senators right now, today. Don't wait until July 31st. Do it today so that you can feel good about having accomplished something and let your voice be heard. Thank you so much. Let's cross our fingers that enough of our voices are heard and the National Flood Insurance Program is extended as it needs to be, as it must be, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.